Fam, what is up with the squad? It's just your favorite auntie with Uncle Tendencies. I had to come back because I've been hearing so much stuff since the game. So I said I better come back and check on y'all. I came back in to make sure I checked on y'all. How y'all doing? 30-point loss. We took an ass whooping today, but some of the stuff that I've been hearing, lazy, overrated, overhyped, y'all do know that we are the defending champs until we not the champs no more. Like, we are the champs until we not the champs anymore. I don't, for the life of me, I don't understand if people are forgetting that or what. Let's see. Emily Jones, yeah, we back. Miracle Rider for you was good. What up, FM? We're ignored until we lose, and then the media says we were the favorites all along. Make it make sense. Yeah, they weren't even checking for us. Now it was, goodness gracious, now UConn is the champs. Did y'all see that now? UConn is the champs. Okay, good. Emily, you okay? Miracle Rider for you good. I know some people's hearts was hurting. This is a hard one to take for some. Auntie, I was there, but you know what? I'm good, and we still in it to win it. Yeah, we still in it to win it. Like, this had nothing to do with SEC. This is our last non-conference game, and we should have came out and shown better, but we didn't. UConn had a hell of a plan. Like, I watched the game twice now. And y'all know I always see some good stuff in everything. I always see some good stuff in everything we do. I'm a Gamecock, so I'm never like off the Gamecocks. I'm never like, oh man, what we gonna do? Some of these other teams, maybe I don't take them as serious, but the Gamecocks, I don't play about the Gamecocks. Respect to Gino. Gino came in with a masterful plan. They executed everything they wanted to execute. But I learned something about Lay today. Did y'all like when it was like, just go hoop, don't think about it, just go hoop, try to get us back in the game? I really like the level that Lay went to. I really like the level that Lay went to. I like the intensity and the aggressiveness that she attacked with. Lay wanted to fight. Lay was ready to fight. Joyce wanted to fight. All right, let me see what I did wrong, MJ. Hold on. Oh, haha! I didn't hit the enter. It's in there now. We'll fight again. Let's see. SC hasn't lost to any teams they were supposed to beat. That gives me confidence. UConn shot lights out. Can't do anything with that. I mean, goodness gracious. Let me see. What was they? I was looking at some. I was making sure I was taking some notes. Well, how many threes did they make? 13? Did they make 13 threes today? Like 13 to 28 from three? Jeez. You can't beat that. 13 to 28. We got no transition defense. Everybody didn't fight. And we like some hustle in spots. But I'm not writing us off. LSU let a win slip away. Poor time management, no point guard. If you're gonna lose, hell, I'd rather get blown out. SC got number 3, wake up. UConn played above their potential for once. The perfect game. I don't even know if they played above their potential. I feel like UConn looked like the UConn team that I thought they would look like if they were healthy. UConn looked like what they would look like if Paige Beckers was able to get 1.5 players to come along with her, and that's the same UConn team that I said I felt like could be in the national championship game against us, and I still think that. I haven't moved off of that. Let me see. Let me see who else in the chat. Lawrence Jacobs was good. I'm not making excuses for my LSU Lady Tigers, but any fool could see the refs stole the momentum from LSU in the third. I don't know. I feel like LSU was in the game until they weren't. Um, I feel like LSU was in the game until they weren't. I felt like uh, Vic did a good job. Vic did a good job down the stretch, securing the win. I listened. MJ had us watch the presser for LSU. Moki said that she should have substituted earlier with some of her guards. So that was on her. They will make different decisions the next time. That was a rough one. We will be good though. Don got us. Oh, yeah, what's up, Fulan? I ain't seen you in a minute. Y'all make sure y'all give Fulan Speak Sports a follow. Yeah, you up? Like was trying. What's up, MJ? You up? I thought you was still getting ready.
So let's start. Let's stir some of this mixed pot of ragu with raisins in it that ESPN has been stirring for the past week or so. So okay, now, and I'm not giving them any credence for this at all, but I'm just pointing out some of the things that ESPN has said and done over the last week and a half. So I'm just trying to figure out, and I'm not going to say the fix is in. I don't want to say the F word on live, but even though I just said it. So they predicted about 4 days before we were going to Texas to play Texas that Texas had a 51% chance of beating us at home. Knowing that we beat them by 15 points at CLA. With the same team, nobody was hurt. Same Madison Booker, same Rory Harmon, same Longacres, same Jones. Now they were missing. Were they missing more than the
Yeah, Leah
second
Moore
in
didn't
the
play.
second meeting?
Yeah, Leah Moore didn't play.
Okay, and that's big because even though she crashed out in the first game, she's still a big part of their lineup. Period. I mean, she just is. There's a reason why they put her in the starting lineup. But they beat us. However you want to mix it up, they beat us in Texas, and then they also predicted that UConn was going to beat us today, not by as much as they won, but they did predict it. Now, here's the good part. So hold on to your seats for this one. I don't know if not everybody has heard this one. Now they're predicting that UConn is the favorites to win it all. Now let me run down the names real quick. I'll give it back over to Cess in a minute. Let me run down the names that UConn will possibly have to beat to win the national championship. UCLA, Southern California, Notre Dame, Texas, LSU, South Carolina, those are the names. Those are the just right off the top of my head. These are the names that they have put UConn over the top with their injury history, with their short bench, based off of, and this was before. Well, I guess this is after the game. They were more confident after the game saying it than before. But these are the teams that they say UConn will beat to be the national championship. So you guys sound off and let me know what you think about that. I think it's BS myself, so I'm just bringing it up. I haven't even talked about the top 16 rankings that they came out with earlier today, as far as who's projected to be in each bracket when March comes. If you guys take a look at that on ESPN, you look at our bracket versus the other three, most likely we're facing whoever's coming out of one of those three brackets to, for the championship game. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It looks like they're basically pulling, it's dog eat dog at this point, so to speak. In those other ones, I mean, we got North Carolina State, who nobody in South Carolina land is worried about at all, in the slightest. Even with the lackluster performance that we had today, nobody's worried about them. Not over here. Maybe some people over there, but not over here. But what say you guys on that? I think they throw a lot of this stuff out here just for clicks. Because on paper, LSU was supposed to beat Texas, and we were supposed to beat UConn.
Yeah, but that's why the game ain't played on paper. They showed up. And I'm glad ESPN is finally kind of coming around to where I was at. Like I said, I told y'all, I felt like it was going to be us and UConn in the national championship. I don't have UConn winning the national championship, but I have UConn playing in the national championship. I've said this from the beginning of the season. If Paige Beckers is Paige Beckers. Y'all know I love me some Paige Beckers. She get 1.5 people to show up and play basketball with her, they'll be in the national championship game. She got 1.5 that's showing up with her right now. She got 1.5 to showing up with it right now. Strong and AZ Fudd showing up. AZ Fudd been shooting lights out the last 2 games. AZ Fudd is now off the minutes restriction, feeling like AZ. Like,
is she? I didn't think she. Oh, I guess she is. Yeah,
she's playing like 30-some minutes a game now. So like AZ is like getting back to being AZ Fudd. Like, let's not forget AZ Fudd is a sniper. Okay, I mean let's not front. This was supposed to be one of the better games. And I don't know. I guess what bothers me is we didn't necessarily take the approach that I thought we would. But I'm with you, Mocha Latte. I learned a lot about these so-called fans. I learned a lot about the so-called fans. And I'm shocked. I'm shocked at some of the stuff that I saw in this chat, and people that I call fam. Some of the stuff that I just saw around the internet. When we saw them last year, we beat their ass. When they saw us this year, they beat our ass. They were supposed to try to get their lick back. Anything else, anything less would be uncivilized. We beat their ass last time we seen them. They was looking to beat our ass this time, and they did. They spread us out. They spread us out and found the open person for the 3, and they threes was falling. We got in situations where we were overloaded on one side of the floor, and then we had one person trying to defend between 2 3-point shooters on the other side of the floor, and trying to make a decision and a recovery back to wherever the ball went. So that's an adjustment that we have to make. But to think that we can't make the adjustment now, okay, now we people was like, I don't even know if we can win the SEC championship. Dawn need to shake up the starting lineup. Oh my God, why didn't she throw all the bigs out there? Oh, here's the thing. For those of y'all who keep asking me why didn't we go with Kima and Tech down the stretch, did y'all see how fast they was running? And did y'all see that they had 4 guards and then sometimes 5 guards on the floor? What the hell was Tech or Kima gonna do out there trying to run with them? Nothing. This wasn't a Tech or Kima game. We didn't lose this game because of bigs. That ain't what happened. I think this game more than any of the other losses, I think, showed me that so many people don't have an appreciation for how hard it is to fucking be 38-0. If it was easy, people would do it all the time. That was only the 10th time it's happened in the history of college hoops. Only the 10th time it's happened in the history of women's college basketball. Undefeated don't grow on trees. That was special last year. And I think people took it like, because the year before we had went undefeated in the regular season, like, oh, this is just what we do. No, that's something that's built. That's something that's earned. That's a chemistry that's gained. But don't act like we haven't won a national championship without being undefeated. Have y'all forgotten? Okay, never mind. Let me get in the chat. Let me see what they talking about for a minute, MJ, because I don't know. I totally agree with you, Auntie. I hugged Joyce after the game and told her I was super proud of her, and it's okay. We still got this, and we do. And we do. And I love the fact that Joyce wanted to fight. I thought we missed opportunities to go in there and let that freshman fight. I thought we missed opportunities to let her fight. UConn was all business from the time they stepped on the floor for pregame. No dancing, no smiling. They were focused and it showed. Music was blasted and they stayed stretching and warming up. Um, yeah, I agree with that. Now, did you guys have a problem with game day interrupting our stretching and our warm up routine? Did you, MJ? Did you feel any kind of way about that? I don't know if he's still over there. If he can hear me.
So it's kind of yeah, I mean, it kind of is what it is at that point, right? You know, game day comes through and the schedule changes somewhat. I mean, that's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
It's part of
Even
having
though
game
they
day in the
messed up,
building.
oh, well, that's the thing. They didn't come the last time. They couldn't stay an extra day. When the snow hit, they had to go. So
Here's my thing.
But
here's my thing. I don't need ESPN or game day to come back. Not Andrea, not Chanae. Who else was out there with him? It's Andrea, it's Chanae. What's the other one name?
Get him out of here. No,
What's the other one name?
wasn't AB.
I don't need none of them to come back because who?
AB was there today, right? Oh,
AB
she
was
just watching.
AB wasn't working though. AB works on CBS somewhere else. She worked NBC somewhere else. She don't work for SEC. AB was in the audience, and I'm okay with that. But I don't need ESPN or Game Day to come back because they didn't come and shine a light on us at all. We were an afterthought in the stories that they told. I didn't need it. They came and shined a light on UConn. I think I saw Madison Booker talk. Who else? I didn't see anything on Joyce. I saw something on Sarah Strong, but they haven't talked about Joyce at all.
No,
they could have did that at UConn. I don't want to. You came to game. You came to CLA not to talk about any of us. I'm straight on that. I don't need them to come back. I know that y'all like the college game day being there. I don't give a damn if they ever come back, and I mean that. Like I really mean that. Like I would rather the SEC do something special and have their own type of game day or some shit that they do. But I keep the ESPN. I'm straight on them. I'm thoroughly convinced now that we just going to have to show them way better than we could tell them. Yeah. No individual player stories on game day, but UConn did. They did. Okay, we got to pop out and show them. What's up, Jeanne? I saw that scroll across ESPN today too, Coach. What you see? How they come up with that? On the neutral court, we beat Texas by 12 points. Texas, y'all beat us by free throws. I put my life on the line. Y'all can't fuck with us for South Carolina on neutral court any fucking day. But here's the thing, Lawrence, and Kim said this. Like Texas made their free throws, you all didn't. But I mean, she didn't have a problem with the number of fouls that were called. I think I don't know. I don't know. It just never got back into a rhythm. Never got back into a rhythm as far as Texas and LSU goes. I don't know. Texas got on a roll. I don't know. I don't know. Did you need more Kaylin Gilbert today? I'm not really sure. Is bullshit such an overreaction? I can't wait to do my bracket. Okay. I know y'all don't agree with me, but Hall needs to help rebounding. Joyce has to do better on the glass. I don't know about Chloe. Everybody needs to do better rebounding. But I didn't mind Hall's fight today. I saw Hall be clutch. I saw Hall. I at least saw Hall mad. I at least saw Hall show some emotion out there. Like, let's go, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have a problem with Raven. I didn't. What I did take issue with the hit that Fagan took. Like Fagan really got her bell rang. It was like almost like an open-handed punch to the face. And I was concerned because when she took the hit, the first thing she do is she went to reaching. I was concerned that she couldn't even see. Like, you don't know that nobody's right there. What are you reaching for, honey? Oh yeah, I'm choosing violence with the hoodie and the Scully. I just came back in from outside. Lisa Pugh, how you doing, fam? ESPN couldn't wait for UConn to get back in the winning column. I'm not surprised. Well, here's the thing. In the grand scheme of things, this is good for Paige's National Player of the Year quest, I guess. Would you say that? Does this put Paige back in the National Player of the Year conversation? It doesn't for me, and I'm not even being. I'm not. It's not. It has nothing to do with her beating us today. The reason that I don't have her back in the National Player of the Year conversation above Juju or Hannah is because I don't. To me, this wasn't Paige's signature game. This was more AZ Foot's signature game, and she's lost to the other two National Player of the Year. People didn't know competitors. MJ, what you got? I don't want to leave you out over there. Are you still over there? Okay, when you come back. UConn lost to Southern Cal, Notre Dame, and Tennessee. And now they're a favorite off 2 hours of work. Okay, yeah, it's going in and out. I definitely called Texas for the win today. I called LSU. I called LSU and okay. And it was LSU until it wasn't. Why was UConn having so many fast break points? Are we out of shape? No, come on. Yeah. Come on. Now we questioning Body by Molly?
Who said that?
Bree Wayne asked if we out of shape. But Body by Molly, we out of shape?
Of course, Bree Wayne. So, okay. So if you guys watch the game and you'll see the highlights, all
What's up, Jeffrey? I appreciate that, man.
That you saw. If you watch, you would see that UConn does what we do most of the time, is that we get it, we look up and we pass it up the floor to people that are already running and have their feet set and ready to shoot. That's what they did. And what we did is we did a poor job of communicating who to get to and when and why. And once we were a half step short, it was too late. They were already pulling up and they were hitting shots. Right? For the entire season, most of the season, injured or not injured, they live and die by their jump shooting. They do not score 60 points in the paint or 55 points in the paint. They don't. It's mostly jump shots. Their whole offense is pin downs and backdoor cuts and getting mismatch and attacking. That's what they do. They got, there's other set plays, but that's what their offense is. If you overplay the 3-point line, they're going to go backdoor on you. We did a really good job of stopping most of their backdoor stuff. The problem is they were hitting shots today. That's the main thing. Contested, uncontested. They were hitting shots. And that's why they got the lead. And then, of course, we came down and just to give UConn credit, they came into this game the number 3 ranked defense in the country. And there's a reason for that. They do hustle and play the type of defense that Gino wants them to play. They are not all the best athletes either, but they are well coached, and they actually they basically did what somebody in the chat said. I think Pharaoh said it. They packed the paint. They packed the paint and dared us to hit jump shots, which we did not. And once we took our one shot, they blocked us out. They got the rebound. It was one shot and out for most of the game, and they took off on us, and they found the holes. That's what happened. I don't know how we could have stopped them today. If they're hitting threes like that, there's not a whole lot of teams going to stop them like that. But I am more than confident that they're not going to play like this the rest of the season. That's just me.
You know what, MJ?
No offense to Mondo, but I've been watching them.
I saw some individual fights, but I never seen us fight as a team. I never saw our team fight. You know what I mean? I never saw us throw a punch as a team.
Yeah, we were.
And I didn't see us take it. I didn't see us take advantage of what Joyce does well.
We had individuals that hesitated a lot, but they did pack the paint, which made angles. The passes that we thought should have went in, they felt weren't there because UConn was help side. UConn's help side was so close, right? Because as soon as she catches it, they're digging in, they're reaching in, they're scrapping, they're trying to tie her up, right? Once that happened a few times, then they got hesitant to pass it in. But you can't. You still have to pass it in. You have to rely on Joyce to either make a good move or get it back out to the open player for a shot, and they didn't do that.
So here's the boxing out thing. The boxing out. I see us, and I know here's one of the things that I see us do is I see us take risk that put us out, that put us out of position to be able to box out. That's one of the things I see us do. Whether it's going to try to poke the ball away, or letting somebody get by and try to go for the block, and then we're out of position to be able to box out who we're supposed to box out. The other thing I notice sometimes too is that we box out and the ball drops in a spot where we don't we're not as intentional as we can be as about going to get the ball. Sometimes we let too many 50-50 balls get away. So I wanted to see us getting back to everything. We just got to get back hungry. Let me see. People sound like we lost the natty.
Exactly what UConn was hungry and they ran out every loose ball.
They went after every 50-50 ball. We was doing that earlier. We're not, and we may be. And the other thing that I saw us get away from is one of the things that we did earlier in the season. And go back and watch the game. This isn't the first game that we were out rebounded in. In games where we were not able to win the rebounding battle, we didn't let them take advantage of getting the rebound. And that was getting back on defense, jumping in passing lanes, blocking shots, bothering shots, stealing the ball back. And we didn't do that. We didn't do that today. That's been the way that we've been kind of like, I guess,
right.
Kind of trying to take away some of the benefit that they get from winning the rebound battle by not letting them capitalize off that ball. But it didn't work out today. But does that mean that we're not winning the national championship? Does that mean that we're not still the defending champs? Does that mean that we're not going to be the SEC champs? Does that mean that we're not going to win the attendance championship this year? Like it's the third loss. Y'all have seen us lose before. So I wanted to ask too, if y'all don't mind, for those of y'all that are in the chat, put a 8 in the chat if you play any type of organized basketball. I'm just interested in how many people have really just played organized basketball and how many people just enjoy watching the game. How many played the game and how many people just really enjoyed the game. So 8 in the chat if you don't mind, if you play any organized basketball. Turnovers, fouls.
Now, while you guys put your 8s in there, let me say a little bit of something. Yeah. The turnovers are still at a level of just basic carelessness. It's not even the defense that's forcing it. It's more or less we make good moves, and then we're actually trying to do too much. I don't want to say teams are making us go faster than we want to go, because we are a transition in a fast team. That's basically what we want. That we pride ourselves on running people in, not like Tennessee, where it's 40 minutes of hell, up in that 94 feet, that type of thing. But we are trying to put pressure on you on offense and defense. But the problem is that when you turn the ball over, they said we only had 9 turnovers or something like that. 9 turnovers still ain't good. And the turnovers that they went into transition points. That's what made it worse. That's what made it worse. It was just carelessness. I'll give UConn all the credit in the world for today. Probably the best game they played all year. Easy. We'll ask Mondo. Mondo probably knows better than we do. But with that said, there's a lot of things that Carolina could have did to mitigate the onslaught of what happened today. I don't see. Here's the thing. There's, like Seth says, there's a want to. There's this thing called want to. I don't care how tall you are, but when a shot goes up, you gotta want to block out. You gotta want to be the first to the floor when there's a loose ball, a 50-50 ball. You gotta want to do that. You gotta want to slap the ground and say, no, I'm not letting you get past me on defense. We have the players to be able to do that. As individuals, we saw, like Seth said, we saw a few of those people today. As a team, we didn't see that at all. And the last thing I'll say before I head it back to Seth is there's one thing that a lot of people does, yes, I know you guys. Every day we need a big. We miss Camilla. Oh man, Watson if Watkins was in, and I hear that every day. Here's what you guys are not seeing. When we struggle, especially after the UCLA loss, when we struggle, it's because either Fagan Pow gets 2 early fouls, or Lay comes in and she gets 2 early fouls. Because what that does is that messes up our substitution pattern, and it messes up what certain people are expected to do. And you see that on the court. Lay comes in, she's instant offense, instant spark on defense. That's what she does. But when she goes out, now we got to put in Tessa or Maddie, and maybe they're not ready to be at the level that Lay is. Or when Fagan goes out, Edwards has to come in early. Now, instead of figuring out where she can fill in, now she just has to go out and go. She hasn't had a chance to analyze what she needs to do on offense and defense because she has to come in early. And that's what happened tonight. Fagan got popped in the eye. They didn't call anything. I don't know what happened with that. I honestly didn't even get to see it. I should probably go back and watch it. But that's what happens. That messes up our continuity. If you go back and watch any of the games where we got in foul trouble like that, you'll see it. Pow went out. We struggled a little bit until she came back in. If we stay out of foul trouble and we actually continue with our game plan, usually we're able to actually come back and make runs. But that didn't happen today.
Yeah, we also didn't put ourselves in a position to take advantage where we had the advantages, right? So clearly, Joyce Edwards was 7 to 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
She didn't have a problem scoring. My legend for Wiley shot 50% from the floor today, 50% from the floor. She didn't make a three, and 100% from free throws. We didn't take advantage of those two. We didn't take advantage of those two when they were rolling. Pow went 3 of 11, 2 for 6 on 3-point shooting. Not a good look. Three of 7. Maddie McDaniel 1 of 5. Tessa Johnson 0 of 4. We didn't make shots today. And it's okay when you don't make shots, but when you're not making shots, you can't let them make shots. So we needed to be stopping them. And that, listen, everything that we do starts with our defense. It starts with our defense, regardless of. We go 13 deep. 13 deep, great players, 10 All-Americans, any of them. My legend for Wiley can score whenever she wants to. But it doesn't matter if it doesn't start with our defense. When you go back and you look at the games that we blew people out, it's because we started fast on defense. Oh, Shade and Chin hit clutch threes. Shade had a couple clutch threes. We'll be better. We'll learn from this. And I mean, you just go back to work. You go back to work. And I know people are gonna be like, "Oh, Raven didn't score. Raven has games where she doesn't score." I'm not even worried about Raven scoring. What I didn't like from Raven were the turnovers, the 3 turnovers, and the 3 turnovers that we got from Fagan. But I just really felt like Fagan just never really got back into the game. Like, never really got back into the game after she got smacked in the face. Fagan only played 13 minutes, so there was that. Chloe seemed like she was trying to get going early, and then we kind of went away from her. And I know Chloe has moments where she gets the ball took out of her hands, or she may fall down. But the thing about Chloe is Chloe never stops fighting. So I don't mind keeping Chloe in the fight. SC reminds me of Colorado Buffs. Why? Because you are everybody's championship, and the media can't wait to talk about, and the YouTube streets can't wait to make content hanging there. SC. Yeah, the world of women's college basketball is a great place. You better believe it. We've had a few bad offensive games, but our defense got us the dub. We can't be bad offensively and defensively. No, we can't. And we want to be good defensively, because if we're good defensively, everything else works itself out. I think UConn had a hell of a scout on us. They had a hell of a scout on us, and they came in and executed. I hats off to them. Hats off to them. There's nothing else to say other than they beat our ass. And I don't know. So for everybody who was like, we lazy, we can't win nothing now, back to the drawing board. Oh, it's me. The sky is falling. I just wanted to offer y'all a hug. I really just wanted to offer y'all a hug because it's just basketball, y'all, and it's on the Arkansas. We didn't lose the Natty. We didn't lose the opportunity to get the Natty. We didn't lose any ground on the Natty. And I know everybody is gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, we needed LSU to beat Texas," but no, we shouldn't have been in a situation where we needed LSU to beat Texas. We should have beat Texas our own self. We need to take care of our own business. We don't need to be dependent on nobody else. So now, whatever it is, flip the coin. Win, lose, or draw. We got to get on the road or do it from home. Wherever it is they send us, we got to go take care of business. We got to go take care of business.
I'm not worried myself.
Okay, I'm giving hugs to
I'm not
everybody.
too
Hugs
worried.
to everybody.
The only thing I would say,
Good hugs, big hugs. You know what I'm saying? Come on, y'all. Hey, come on, man.
need hugs.
Everybody, come on together.
Yeah, I
Give me
don't.
love, like on Martin. Give me
So,
love. Okay, it's all good, man. Shake that shit off. We on the Arkansas.
man.
I'm sorry, MJ.
Yeah.
What you got?
So okay, so let's do this, and I just want to because Mondo's in one of our favorite ops is in the.
Let me say. Oh
chat.
wait.
And
Let me say this too. I don't know if
he
she's
was
watching.
actually on location, and I
I
applaud
don't
him
know
for
if she's
that.
watching, but I got to give a super
Yeah.
congratulations to Ella L. Salute, fam. That win was that y'all got that win. Ella L was the first UConn fan in my chat. The first UConn fan in my chat
Oh
standing
yeah,
on business about UConn.
yeah, she was
I don't know if the agent is in the building, but shout out to the
good
agent
old
because this is a big win for y'all. So shout out to the agent wherever you are, wherever you are. God damn, man, y'all got us today. Y'all got us today, man.
Yeah,
All right, my bad.
definitely,
Go ahead, MJ.
definitely a big win. All I was gonna say, I was just to help out our Southern Carolina brethren. Um, I think we beat UConn 5 times in a row before that. I think maybe 6. So they haven't beat us in a long time. And when you come off of a good game, they actually came off of a good game last game.
Now you said 5 times. You said 5 times.
You feel that you're healthy. You feel that you're getting paid. 7 people really. I think yeah.
Oh,
Was it 5?
Mondo said
I
only.
thought it was
Mondo said
6,
only
but
4.
it might be 5.
Mondo said 4. But even if it was 4, that's like 4 years because we only play them
4
once
in
a
a
year,
row.
right?
It was only 4.
That's what I think Mondo's saying only 4.
Yeah, once a year. Well, not necessarily. No, not necessarily because we'll play them in the tournament too, right? Right. We faced them. I think we faced them in the championship game once, right? And maybe once in the final 4 if I remember right. Now, if that's the case, that means it was 5 times.
Yeah, they are. They are all. MJ, I thought you had went away. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm here.
I lost you. I lost your audio in my headset. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I was cutting you off.
No. Oh, no problem. So I will say this for us, a 57 game SEC conference win streak, home and away, going on. Now that's gone. And UConn came in and they knew about our 71 game home win streak because they were a part of it for a long time. And they came in and they handled business. I mean, you have to think about a lot of this stuff is this. One, this is a non-conference game, which doesn't benefit either one of the teams. What it is it's definitely bragging rights. And also not one thing. What happens if UConn loses this game? They drop a spot in the polls. So they don't care about that. They're going back to that conference schedule to finish up their games, and then they'll be ready for their conference tournament, which they should breeze by. They don't care about that. these games are the games they schedule because they are important. They puts them where they are late in the season or early in the season, and then from there, they hope that they have enough continuity to actually make a championship run. At this point, UConn came in here focused with nothing to lose, and they had lost to us several times before. We'll put it at a handful for you, Mondo, because I think you're not counting the tournament games either. Now, with that said, am I worried? Should you be worried? No, shouldn't be worried. The only thing that I worry about, of course, rebounding, blocking out, but I do worry about our shooting. Our 3-point shooting is way down from last year. Way down. We only lost a few players, and most of them weren't our shooters. Most of our shooters are still here. So I don't know what happened with that, but whatever it is, we better fix it quick. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm not worried. I'm not worried, and I believe that the 3-point shooting is down because we're not asking Powell, because we asked Powell to show off more of her offensive game and not the three. 3-ball be there when we need it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. Like I don't know. A loss is a loss. A loss is a loss. I hate to lose. And you get back to work. What haters and Lawrence Jacob boy love when South Carolina LSU lose. Hater all you want. Y'all gotta still deal with both teams in March.
Lawrence Jacob.
Mentally fatigued.
They're talking.
Well, now it's time to dig in. Hope Dowda and Tack don't get discouraged, especially Dowda. She is needed. I don't even have time for that. Yeah, I don't know.
Just for fouls, put them in for fouls. So get them in.
Tack played today. Tack got out there. But was it a game that Tack and Dowda and them could really run in? I just told y'all Dowda run like she got a tight skirt on. Did that look like a game that Dowda could really get out there and run back and forth? I mean, let's be honest. Like, when we look at our team, we have to also be honest about where they're at. Dowda wasn't ready to play in that game.
Mm-mm.
And that's on Dowda. That's on Dowda. Dowda is getting the same practice time that everybody else is getting. She's got to turn it on and get it done. It's coming. Tack told y'all where she was at. I'm coming back off 2 years of not doing this. I'm stacking good days on top of good days. But that was a track meet. That wasn't a game for Tack and Sakima to be out there. Again, we didn't lose this game because we didn't have bigs. That wasn't where the game was lost at all.
We only had 7 assists.
Yeah, she run like she got a tight skirt on. She like,
we had 7
like, like she do, Lisa Pugh, she do. She run like she got one of them tight skirts on. When she run, it looked like she should have a little sweater on and one of them little tight little blue skirt. So I don't know. Yeah, 7 assists is a problem. UConn had 22 assists. Look at how many assists we had last game. But yeah, Dowda run like she don't care if she don't miss the bus. I told y'all that the other day. So I'm hoping that Dowda is gonna turn back into Dowda when she hit Arkansas. But remember too, Dowda's not supposed to be playing right now. We weren't really dependent on Dowda for this season. We didn't get Dowda for this season.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. Got it. Exactly. You said the ball was sticking. Stay in motion. Stay in constant motion. We didn't do that. We didn't do that. So it's back to the drawing board and back to work. We got Arkansas. We got 4 games left in the SEC. We didn't lose any ground in the SEC today. We didn't lose any ground in the SEC.
Yeah, and 2 teams moved in the SEC today. Actually, would have opened it up for us to actually win the but it's not going to happen. It will most likely share it with Texas if we win out, which is fine. And then we'll go through the coin toss, and then we'll see who basically whoever wins the coin toss. Well, then again, I mean that's the thing too. LSU is going to be the second round for either us or Texas. It's one of the two. So I don't know. I mean, Greensboro is as close to CLA as you can get, so that'll be a home game. All those games are home games, basically, and hopefully they have better security so nobody's jumping over the wall when we beat them. All right, I didn't mean to say that out loud. I'm sorry. I'll retract that last part, Your Honor.
What do you want it to be other than a coin toss? What would y'all rather it be than a coin toss? What the coin toss is lame. What should it be then? What should it be?
Tiebreakers, right? There's not a whole lot of tiebreakers too, and I'm glad you brought that up. You brought that up from Tanya and the rest of everybody. Is that the coin toss is there for and I say fairness because here, what have we been harping about the whole season with a few teams? Schedules. We have the hardest schedule in the entire country. Nobody's played more top 25 teams than we have so far this season, and we still have a few more to go. Nobody has, but you have LSU, who we all know. We know what their schedule is. We don't have to go through it again. We know what their schedule was. So if LSU wins today, then we go to a tiebreaker of sorts. You can't really go off of strength of schedule. It can't be one of the tiebreakers for a conference, for conference seeding, just because of another thing, fairness. You can't do it. Now the problem is you have a team that has a lot of wins against teams that were not ranked, and they probably ended up blowing them out. Versus us, who we played everybody to the point where they said we had a gauntlet, 20 teams, 5 top 20 teams in the span of 16 days. Who do you think should get the number 1 seed if it's tied in that situation? And flip because they don't want to go through you guys are against us, or they don't, but that's
You was breaking up for me, MJ. What you say?
Was I? Oh, okay. Just in a nutshell, just saying that the schedules make it unfair. Schedules make it unfair for the tiebreakers. That's why they have the coin toss, because you have some teams play a harder schedule than others. But if the team that doesn't play the hardest schedule have a better record, one of the tiebreakers would be your overall record. And that's usually what it is in most professional sports or even competitive sports. It's usually what it is. It's conference, it's head to head, and then it's overall. That's usually what it is.
Oh yeah, I'm not worried at all. I'm
Yeah,
and I'm on to the
long
natty. I'm on to the champion. I'm on to the
as I
jury.
don't
This is what I'm here
have
for.
to talk about LSU. We know LSU ain't afraid to play nobody. Doesn't matter to me. The one thing I do want the trophy. I do want that nice little trophy in the trophy case, so Lay can walk by it next year and say, "Hey, yeah, we won that. We won that too." Go on and help with
Yeah,
recruiting visits. Yeah, we just won that too. That's what we do
we
around
here
here.
for
We
we here
win.
for the jury. We definitely here for the jury.
Mm-hmm.
You think they should go
Yeah,
with strength of schedule?
I don't know about everybody else. You can't. You can't. You cannot. So this is why. Here's another reason why they don't go with strength of schedule. So I don't know if you guys caught what Kim Mulkey said near the beginning of the season when people were talking about her schedule. She said, and I'm paraphrasing, that she does not have control over the schedule. They have to play a certain amount of people in state, usually for financial reasons, because when you bring people to your home court, you have to pay them to come there. So hence you have the Southwest Louisiana State A&M teams that come in there and that are the sacrificial lambs that get you to the 12 and 13 and 0. That's what she said. They have no control over that, even though Don Staley has been on multiple interviews saying, "Hey, we trying to get people to play us. Like, we'll travel to wherever you go. We'll bring you in. We just want to play. We want to play games." So, I mean, you can't do strength of schedule because people will cry foul and, we have to play these people. That's how we have to set it up and that type of thing, right? And sometimes they're not lying, but for the most part, it's one of those things that somebody would squawk about.
I got a question. So yeah, okay, we need to develop our bigs, but they went to a 4 and a 5 guard set today. How would our bigs have helped with that? I'm just not sure. I'm not sure.
That's what I care about.
I'm
Yeah,
not.
we had bigs. It would have made a big difference. It made a little bit of a difference. It wouldn't have stopped them from hitting 13 threes today.
Not when they went small.
Maybe they hit 10 instead of 13. But
Our
FUD wasn't
developed
gonna be
bigs would have had to sit down when they went small. Our developed bigs would have had to sit down. So I mean, yeah, we need to develop our bigs for in the season at some point, but that wouldn't have helped today. That doesn't help today. We didn't need some bigs, so they didn't make 13 threes. I don't know. I mean, okay, and so I guess
Morrow
so.
had
Do y'all
about
think?
20 rebounds.
So do y'all think that Dawn has these bigs at South Carolina and she's not developing them? Let me know. Y'all don't think the bigs are being developed? Let me know. We don't need bigs. We need Joyce, Chloe, and Fagan to
See, you know
rebound
what they
and
said
box
about
out.
Camilla
We need to
last
make
year?
our shots. Jay
Can't say nothing
basketball.
about
I
Asia.
think Jay
Can't say
basketball,
nothing
and I
about
think
AB.
I
They're
think Jay.
champions. B.
I can tell by what Jay basketball is typing now. The Jay basketball has been here before on another name. Like we moved past that conversation, Jay. But if you want to continue to type that, that's fine. It's as simple as pick up the phone and invite NC State or Louisville to Baton Rouge in November. Yeah, for small schools to make money for their athletic department, they were running. We couldn't even keep up. We were 3 of 17 from 3. UConn doesn't even play big. Yeah, so I don't know what the bigs was gonna do. Washington is up on Southern Cal 37-29. What's the quarter, James? What's the quarter? Uh USC probably comes back and wins that game with no problem. They probably come back and win that game with no problem. Third quarter, yeah, I think they'll come back.
Most likely, yeah.
Okay, yeah, third. I think they'll come back and get the win. Typical Big Ten basketball sound like. Typical Big Ten basketball. Washington always give USC a game. Washington be giving a few people a game. Washington be
It's
giving a
an
few
easy
people a game.
letdown game. Easy letdown game for them. I mean, we saw what they did against USC or UCLA.
UCLA.
So Southern Cal. I mean, and it's a conference game. It's a conference game, right? So I mean, Washington's going to come out and give it their best shot, even though they're not having the best season. But they still have scores. They got a 40-point score for forgot her name. She scored 40 points last month or earlier this month. So they got scores. Sellers is basically their best player, but I guess they're asking her to be more of a pure point guard so that everybody gets involved. But Sellers is basically their best player. So and as LSU found out, Sellers can go off at any time. So I mean, she's not player of the year candidate, worthy or anything like that, but she is a dangerous player. So there's always that. As far as Southern Cal, I don't know. I have to go over to our resident Southern California fans live to find out if they're pulling their hair out or not. But I would imagine that they'll come back and win this game. If they didn't, it would be very bad because it would put even more pressure on them to beat UCLA again this month. So Seth says they're going to do it anyway, but losing this game wouldn't help them in Big Ten. They need every game to make sure that they actually win the crown, which is important. Don't get it twisted. Texas and Oklahoma coming to the SEC. Don't think that they didn't have their designs on winning the SEC conference regular season when they got over here. USC, Southern California, and UCLA are definitely trying to win the Big Ten tournament or the Big Ten regular season over Ohio State and all the other teams that were there for decades. They really did. It's more important than most people want to believe, especially for new people coming into a new conference.
Okay, you said it's 40-29. Bree Wayne said Juju is the baby goat. I'm being serious. She had 55 points at 22 her free throws. You talking about Blake's? 2 of 7 from 3. How far does UConn move up and LSU fall in the ranks? UConn probably at least is up to 3. I don't know who's at 2 right now. Notre Dame. And Notre Dame probably go to 1. UConn probably sneaking around 2 or 3. Bree Wayne said we was gonna fall off the top 10, didn't you? He said we was gonna fall off the top 10 after this loss. Like driving to the basket, but no whistle like Blake's. Lay doesn't get Blake's whistle because she's Lay and she's a Gamecock. And the Big Ten wins in the regular season do matter. Bottom 3 of the standings are eliminated for qualifying for the Big Ten tournament. Yeah, James. That's a great point. Wins matter. Wins matter, baby. Plus,
yes, they do.
Folks trying to get them double buys too. Okay, Mokalate, you got us falling to 7. Okay.
I don't know if those double buys are good though. I don't know.
Yeah, but LSU lost.
Not good for chemistry or continuity.
I'd rather keep playing. All these buys, I'd rather play. I would rather play.
Exactly.
I get it. Now I like making sure we use the early game for the day. But yeah, I'd rather play. Enjoy you and MJ tonight. Great night. 3-hour drive to Houston tomorrow. Oh man. Drive safe, Lawrence. Appreciate you pulling up, fam. Back to work this week, man.
All right, Lawrence.
Shake the ill off, man, to get back to work.
Yeah.
It ain't shit but a basketball game, man. Nothing has been won or lost yet.
Not a thing. But bragging rights, I guess you can say. Bragging rights.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Bragging rights matter. Bragging rights matter.
Yeah, not as much as some people think it do, though. Like, I mean, if you're a program that's won 11 titles, but you haven't won one in a certain amount of time, and you just broke a 5-game losing streak to a team that you used to beat up on, it's gonna take a few more games before you can kind of sink that in a little bit. I'm just saying. And they can have our 4th spot. That's all right. As long as we come out of the SEC tournament, the champs, we'll get a number 1 or number 2 seed, and they'll put us somewhere up in Maine or somewhere. We'll be in Connecticut. We'll be in Stores. Still, we'll be in Stores, Connecticut, playing the Sweet 16 and Elite 8 games.
So you think we're gonna be 6, huh? Notre Dame, UCLA, Texas, UConn, USC, South Carolina. Okay, interesting.
Wouldn't be bad.
What other games is today?
What is that? That's 2 spots.
Yeah,
2 spots that were moved down, which is, I mean, it's about right. I don't think it makes that much of a difference at this point. Now it does for March Madness though. So we gotta perform at the tournament to make sure we're not having to face 3 top 10 teams in our bracket. That's what happened to LSU last year. They had Iowa and they had a couple other teams that were in the top 10 that they had to go through. I think they had to play 2 of the 3. You usually don't want that, especially in the Sweet 16 playing a top 10 team. That's not something that you want to take a chance on for sure.
Even though I think we did beat 4 top 10 teams already this year.
Oh yeah,
USC beat UConn.
I mean, we lost to 1 and we beat.
We lost to 2.
Yeah.
We lost to UCLA. We lost to Texas. We lost to UConn. We lost to 3. And we beat 4.
Southern California, UConn. That's right. Southern California beat UConn. That's right.
We still got 1 more we're gonna play. Kentucky.
So there's a lot of people. I mean, that's a signature win for Southern California, is beating UConn and also beating UCLA. So those are definitely 2 signature wins if the committee's looking at different things, right? So the only thing I would say is that those are the 2 best wins that they have. Like, we can go down the list of how many of the ranked teams that we played, especially just in that one 5-game stretch for 16 days. All of those teams, please. If there's any type of a tiebreaker that has to do with strength of schedule, we're definitely going to be either winning it or second behind Texas and winning it. I'm not worried.
Yeah, I'm not even thinking about that anymore. I'm on to Arkansas. On Arkansas. So we play Arkansas Thursday, 7:00. Are you giving Michigan State any chance against UCLA tonight?
Good run out of that.
Absolutely.
Play her. Let her loose against her old.
Any chance against oh, what's up, Michelle, aka 85 Fly? What's up, fam? You giving Michigan State any chance today?
Mm-hmm.
You are?
No.
Yeah, okay. No. That's what I was wondering. No. I'm giving them a chance. I got to go to Sparty.
Yet.
I got to go to Sparty. 37, 13 seconds left in the third.
And I'm not even talking about like the new Big Ten. I'm talking about you're rooting for like the original Big Ten. Ohio State.
I'm rooting.
Michigan State.
Because my parents are Sparties. So you just got to go with the Sparties. It's nostalgia.
Oh yeah.
You don't have anything.
Oh, yeah.
It's a family requirement.
Yeah. Come in here being a Wolverine, you'll get to see this.
I do want to see this North Carolina State game. Rivers had 14 points, 12 rebounds, 4 blocks. But they lost by 1. I do want to put that on my rewatch.
I definitely want to see how they.
Anybody watch the Arizona game? Is my folks back on the bench? Is Ja back on the bench for Arizona? Anybody watch Arizona today? Let me know. Was Ja on the bench?
A nice little prayer for Ja.
Oklahoma was too much for Missouri.
Doing something.
Oh, the Florida State game was a 1-point game. Cavender went for 27. USC freshman, oh my God, they playing good. Smith hit a big three, good. I also think we are better than Texas. We beat them by 17 and lost by 4. Oh yeah, I agree, Mokalate. Okay, good. USC coming back. I figured they would. 39-43.
Them to get that game.
I watched the Arizona,
and also
Arizona
30.
game.
What was it?
30,
okay. 36, 38 fouls in that game.
Okay, still in the stands.
Yeah,
okay.
I'd say shout out to my LSU fans because they go into every game talking about, hey, let us play, let us play. I'm like, okay, be careful what you wish for.
So I think Caleb Blake's had the high point today with the 55. Is that right?
55. You put a double nickel on him.
55, right? She dropped a double nickel.
No.
I don't think I see nobody else even. I don't even think I see nobody else even close. I don't see no 40 balls. I see Gaston had 25 in that game. Yeah, that double nickel was crazy. Florida State won with Lasson being a late scratch. Jada didn't play either. Well, sheesh. No wonder Arizona. Errol Williams, Big Rich, what's good? Trunkenstein. No way one player should put up 55. She did in overtime. What about Arizona? Yeah, we play Vandy. They in SEC? Oh, Cal beat Syracuse. Okay. Stanford beat Boston College. She dropped 55, but they only won by 10.
7 people.
They didn't blow Auburn out. Blow them out.
Man, she was gunning.
She was like, we gonna win. Oh man, so I mean some good basketball today. It was some good basketball today. It wasn't necessarily by the teams I was rooting for, but it was some good basketball played today. She didn't miss a free throw. That's dope. She had a Michael Jordan type of game, huh? Sound like it. That's crazy. March Madness is gonna be straight madness. I'm here for it. MJ, what you got before you get ready to get out of here?
Oh man, there is Unrivaled is back on what, Tuesday?
It's some good games. Tomorrow though.
So Unrivaled back on Tuesday.
It's some good games tomorrow. You got Iowa, Ohio State tomorrow.
Right. So if there's some good games,
Notre Dame, Kansas State, West Virginia, Michigan play Maryland, Texas A&M, Alabama. It's some alright games tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Starting at noon with that Ohio State Iowa game. Yeah, we play Vandy next Sunday in Vandy.
Lucy Jordan Olsen plays against Ohio State.
Jordan
plays. Lucy Jordan's playing tomorrow against Ohio State.
What? Tomorrow? High noon.
Oh, you guys better check out some Lucy Jordan Olsen. I'm telling you.
Absolutely. We'll be watching the matches.
We'll see how she does.
But y'all, I was gonna come back up later, but I decided to come back up a little earlier because I was seeing all of that different stuff in the social medias. So I wanted to come up and check in with y'all. I am back later tonight with the CC show with Coach Coleman.
Was acting up.
McBride went back overseas, right? So she's done with the laces. What? Okay. Well, there's that.
I would be too. Staying on that old bum ass team. I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud? I didn't mean
But if she
that. I
but if
didn't
she
mean that.
leaves, does she lose her equity? Does she lose her equity in the league?
I would doubt that. I mean, so
She definitely
like
probably doesn't collect
we
the whole
know
two hundred
we
thousand
hear that
dollars.
she's leaving. We don't know why leaving right now, and we don't know if they actually okayed it, right? Because they might have okayed it. It's like, oh yeah, I hear you. You got to do what you got to do, and that type of thing, right? It doesn't. It's not a good look, but I mean, if she feels that she needs to go over there and make some extra money while her investment runs without her, and they're okay with it, the founders and the people that make the decisions, then who are we to say?
Mm. So I don't think that she's
I
leaving.
mean,
It doesn't seem like she's leaving before the season is up, is she?
the season's over pretty soon, isn't it? They get a little
Yeah,
break from the
she's
one v
gonna
one
rejoin.
and then
She's
back to
gonna
the three
what
on
is it Fenerbahce? Is it Fenerbahce?
three.
She's going back in March. Like she's gonna finish this season.
Season's more than halfway over.
Yeah. It
Oh,
says once things wrap up,
then what are they
McBride is
talking about?
returning to the Turkish professional club with whom she spent her WNBA offseason since 2020. So it look like she gonna finish her rival and then
Oh,
go to work over here. I ain't mad. Get your money. If they allowing you to do it, go get it. She
get
leaving in March.
that those half season checks. Might as well.
UW up 45-42.
Why not?
42-47 Washington. Damn. Done foul by Kiki. Okay, fam. We'll see you in there. So, y'all, I'm back, like I said, at 11 with Coach Coleman.
Ha!
I don't know if we're going to have some shows, but we'll be having some picks. We'll let y'all know about this week. We'll get some picks in the Discord, though. For those of y'all that are on the ladder.
Possibly.
And, I mean, y'all just, listen, it's one game at a time. Gotta have amnesia with these type of games. It's on to the next game. On to Arkansas. On to Arkansas, y'all. On to Arkansas. Already did a rewatch, so I don't know. We'll see what we're gonna watch in the mansion now. But y'all, I'm gonna get out of here. MJ, we finna get out of here. Y'all know what it is. Until next time, y'all stay tuned. Talk soon.